Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and it's a busy, rush day. I am unpleasantly tired, and I have a silly little goose running around on my legs. It's a silly little goose. I've had her out while I've been getting ready to start recording, and she's been running around on my lap and getting up onto my legs and climbing up onto the keyboard and climbing up my abdomen. She's been very, very busy. She's a very, very cute little Hamatron, and I love her a lot. She is just absolutely a sweetheart, and I'm going to be very, very sad when she gets very old and dies, which should be hopefully like a year and some. But she's a sweetie, an absolute sweetheart, and I'm going to put her back in her cage now, because as you can tell, she wants to go back. I woke her up. So here we go, into your cage. There you go. Now pull the lid back so that she can relax, and she's safe. Yay! I feel a little bad. I bonked on her house until she came out. So I kind of made her safe place not that safe this morning. I am so tired. I have had the devil's own time with insomnia lately, which is rough because up until like 2 weeks ago, I was sleeping really, really well, as well I can. I mean, I wake up from pain, but that's life. But I've been able to get 6 hours sleep. No, not these past couple. No, it takes forever to fall asleep. And when I fall asleep, I wake up like an hour later. And then it takes forever to... Bloody hair floating in the air. It takes forever to fall back asleep. And then I wake up again. I mean, last night I went to bed around 11:30. 1 o'clock I was awake. 3 o'clock I was awake. 4 o'clock I was awake. 5:30 I was awake. So 6:30, I mean, I've got maybe 2 hours of sleep after being in bed for like 6-7 hours. And this keeps happening, so I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm not able to fall asleep. I don't know why I'm not able to stay asleep. It really sucks because I'm so tired. And yesterday I just collapsed and I fell asleep for hours and hours and hours here in my chair and didn't wake up till like 3 or something o'clock. And that's bad. I think I kept breathing during the entire time, which is good, because I didn't feel a headache. I didn't have any ringing in my ears. Sometimes when I wake up and I've stopped sleeping, stopped breathing, my feet will be tingling. Not like they're tingling from, you know, if you've blocked the blood or nerves and they've fallen asleep. It's not that. It's they're tingling from lack of oxygen. And so, yay. But there was none of that yesterday, thank goodness. But I tried to do as best I could, and even at that, it was by 7:30, 8 o'clock, I was done. I mean, I was done yesterday when I got out of the shower, and I still had the full day to go. And after recording my vlog, that was it. I didn't have any spoons left. I woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed yesterday, ready to fight a bear. And after my shower, an hour after I got up, I was beat up, spent, and used. So yesterday was not a fun day. Just no fun at all. Physically. Thumbs up for that. So I haven't got a lot done because I haven't been able to get a lot done. I didn't even go walkies yesterday. I couldn't. I just didn't have enough energy. So I sat in my chair all day and slept through a lot of it. I'm hoping I'm not going to do that today because, number one, every day I fall asleep without my sleep mask is another straw on the camel's back. Sure, right now it may not be a big risk to my health, because when I went to the VA last Thursday and they took my blood pressure and my pulse and my temperature and all that, just, you know, your baseline vital stats, I'm even in great pain doing very well. I was actually feeling pretty good. Normally when I go to the VA, I'm hurting about a 7. The road trip there and just general feeling, it's a 0 to 10. 7 is not good. I was doing pretty good. It was a 6 on the 0 to 10 pain scale. Even at that, even hurting, my blood pressure was 129/64. The 129 part bothered me, but that's life. And my pulse, my resting pulse in pain, was 54. I'm in pretty good shape. My cardiac system is in pretty good shape. The average resting pulse, an average resting pulse is anywhere from 72 to 100. My pulse is at about 50 and falling, and that's good, actually. The slower your heart beats like that, when you get your cardiac system in good shape, it beats slower and not as hard because it's beating more efficiently. It just has to beat once, and it gets blood all through your body, whereas when it's in not a good a shape, it might have to beat 1, 2, 3, 4 times to get that same amount of blood moving through your system. So my resting pulse is 54 when I'm hurting a lot, which means pretty soon, if I keep up the walking and doing that, I may have a pulse just in the 40s. And again, that's not a bad thing. In fact, the slower and slower your pulse, the better. The better your system works, the less it actually has to work. So that's a good thing. Now, it can go, of course, go too far. My pulse has in the past dropped down to around 30, and that's not fun, because it takes long enough when your pulse is around 30, when your heart goes beat. Well, at least when my heart went beat, it would go beat and I'd have enough blood pressure, and then just before the next beat my blood pressure would drop off enough that I'd be like, oh, am I gonna beat? And I'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm dizzy again. Ah, yes. Oh, beat. Oh, I'm doing. Oh. So each time it was a constant, I'm beat. Oh, God, I'm beat. Oh. So it was running really, really slow, and I was super dizzy and trying not to fall over. So that was fun. That's happened a few times, not very often, but that's okay now. I mean, I like having a low pulse, I like having a low blood pressure, but one of the things that happens when you sleep, one of the reasons that it causes all these issues is it increases your blood pressure because your heart can't work as well. So it increases your blood pressure, which increases stress on your heart, which increases the stress on your whole system. Yeah, so I'm fighting that with being healthy. I'm going to keep walking 6 miles to Walmart as often as I can. Beat feet and pound pavement. I'm in best shape that I have ever been in my life. I just wish I wasn't hurting so much. Fibromyalgia blows. And yeah, there have been people in the comments that have said, well, what the hell is wrong with you? Fibromyalgia is a woman's disease. There is no such thing. Well, I mean, there is. I mean, like, testicular cancer is a man's disease, and ovarian cancer is a woman's disease. But the thing is, that's gonad cancer. That is a human being disease. Doesn't matter your type of gonads, that is a gonad disease. So there's not a big difference right there. So try to remember why I can't. Oh boy, I love my brain. I just clicked and lost a gear while talking about that, and I can't even remember why I was doing that. Fibromyalgia, yes. Aside from the different subsets where you can break it down into individual types like that, where they go into individual gonad types, there is no such thing as a woman's disease or a man's disease. There is a disease. It is fibromyalgia. It is an autoimmune disease. It strikes men and women. It's just that men are taught to hide everything and run until you break. And only after you've broken do you go out and seek help. Well, no. As a teenager, I learned when my body starts to fall apart, you go and you get help. I run to the doctor a lot whenever I've got some issue going on. I don't sit back and go, gosh, maybe it'll clear up on its own. I worked in healthcare Things tend not to just clear up on their own. If they do, then they're not an issue. But if it's an issue, you need to take care of it. So I dash to the doctor whenever I have an issue because I don't want to die of anything horrible. But fibro is not a man's disease or a woman's disease. It is a disease that strikes people. It's just an autoimmune disease. They've discovered there's all sorts of your hands and your extremities are packed with a certain type of nerve cell that really hurts a lot. There's all sorts of issues. We don't understand it fully, but it's an issue and it's a problem. Thumbs up. But it's culture, and it's not a good culture. That's where the whole toxic masculinity thing comes in, where it's like you're taught to smash down your emotions and not show anything. And that's not good. That stuff bubbles up until you explode and kill. Things bubble up until you have a heart attack and die. Sitting on your emotions, doing all that stuff is toxic for you. Now, toxic masculinity is also toxic when it becomes harmful to other people, of course. But you can be toxically masculine to yourself and toxically masculine to other people. And right now, you see, this is one of the things. I like my hair shorter the way it is, but I wish my wife was alive. My hair was always like shoulder length and, you know, down. If you watched me a couple of years back in my videos, that was my normal state of hair. I like this now. She liked me with shorter hair, but I was falling apart mentally and I couldn't keep my head together. The only thing I don't like about this, where it's short on the sides, is I kind of look, that's kind of the hairstyle of the alt-right Gavin McInnes proud whiny babies crowd. And there's no way that I ever want to look even slightly. I'm not into fascist fashion. You know, I haven't sold my soul like the proud whiny babies that are going through and hurting people now. These jack-booted, brown-shirted thugs. Yeah, we are not in 1933 Germany right now. If 1933 to 1939, from no fascism to we're hoarding the Jews into the furnaces, 1939, we're at December 31st, 1938 in the United States right now. And it is not pretty. I do not like it. This is not my country. We fought world wars to fight and kill Nazis and fascists. And even though capitalism tried back in the, what was it, 30s or 40s, they had all these big people in business got together to try to do a coup in the United States. Check your history books. They did. They tried to get a coup. They got a military leader, a major, I think it was. His name was like Smelting or some goofy name, but they tried to get him in to do a coup against the U.S. government to turn us into a fascist nation, because fascism and capitalism are like that. Luckily, that major went straight to the people, the president and the Senate, and told them all what was happening. Now it's happening not even behind the scenes, and our president is happily and wonderfully embracing authoritarianism, totalitarianism. He wants to be a dictator. He loves Putin. And anybody that kills people and just crushes people, our president loves. Thumbs up for that. And if you're brown or you're not rich, then he would rather see you dead. Thumbs up. Life is life. I wanted to talk about a bunch of stuff, I'm quite sure, but all the stuff I want to talk about is buried underneath all the layers of tiredness. I do appreciate, yes I do. I do appreciate your coming along, but I am also apologizing for being so tired. I hate the fact that I've got insomnia. I hate the fact that my brain is not functioning properly. I am so sorry. But I also, if you would like to support me in any fashion without actually sending me money, I have an Amazon wish list. It would be cool if you could check on that and send me stuff. I have all sorts of things from, like, it's all mirror imaged. I have to go in the opposite direction from real life. I have hamster plushes on my Amazon wish list. I've got cat food, hamster food. I've got expensive stuff, cheap stuff. No one ever buys the expensive stuff and only rarely buys the cheap stuff. Thank you for everybody that has been feeding my cats and my hamsters. It is greatly appreciated. Very, very much. To no end. I know my cats and my cat, singular, and my hamsters, plural, do appreciate that. And if they could thank you, they would. Definitely a thumbs up. Now I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people. And I think tomorrow I'm going to shake this up and do it at the beginning of the whole thing. So we shall see. But I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people, and it's arranged because even though I count American Sign Language, remember when I talked about fibro? Yeah, memory issues because of that. And I am thanking you for having left a comment, but I'm not reading the comments. I'm going to read the comments later, so whether it's a good comment, a bad comment, and a different comment, the fact is you left a comment, thank you very much. And if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. The only thing we're really good now is racing toward the cliff of fascism. We're racing there at 90 miles an hour. We've got nobody at the wheel. There's a big cinder block on the accelerator and the door to the pilot's chamber of the bus is welded shut. And every time we try to get close, 10% of the nation goes, you guys are going to be so owned when we hit the ground. And they keep us from getting to the pilot station. But I'm going to go through and thank everybody. So I'm calling up my Chrome right now. And we have Lurs, L-U-R-S, thank you very, very much. Darkened Wolf, greatly appreciated. Spooky Pal, thank you very, very much. Haxosaurus, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kisscat, greatly appreciated. Definitely good to see you in the comments. TSM Andre, thank you very, very much. And Nate Higgers, thank you. Fabian Bello, thank you very, very much. And then we have Claude 5190, thank you very, very much. Andre 69, greatly appreciated. Bobo Wrath Sovine, ooh, like the name. Ayayo I sure hope I'm close. Premiumamo, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. And M. Kasuka 1613, I bet I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Thomas S., greatly appreciated. Perfect Tragedy, greatly appreciated. Thumbs up and good to see you here. Jorge Sanchez, sure hope I'm close, probably not. Demos, thank you very, very much. Conspo Lopez, thumbs up, good to see you in the comments. Loretta Blatz, thank you very, very much. Emily Renata, greatly appreciated. Lars Holloman, thank you very, very much. Cringy, greatly appreciated. Once again, Potent Potables, thank you very, very much. And it's been years. Lambo Rambo, good to see you in the comments. Oh my gosh, it's been at least 5 to 15 years since you've left me a comment there, Lambo Rambo. Good to see you there. Thumbs up, thank you each and every one of you. As stated, to get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, that is a good thing. And it is. When you're depressed, you need to get out of your head. You need to get out of the echo chamber of your skull. When you're just only hearing the sounds of your own thoughts echoing off the walls, you need to get out of your head. Thumbs up for that. Well, shuckle my duckle. I have a whole bunch of links down below. If you could check those out. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, and a blog that I am going to link to and start working on here again real soon. Promise. Thank you again, Brian Glenn, for working on that blog for me so well. And what did I just say? Oh yes, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Mosquito! I hate even killing mosquitoes, but I don't want it to attack my face. So I killed another bug. I feel bad now. But if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, that would be awesome. You're the only reason I'm able to pay my rent, I'm able to buy pain control and food. If you could help me out in any way, shape, or form, it would be greatly appreciated. Intensely awesome. Thank you so much. Now, I do not feel obligated, so do not feel entitled. No, I do not feel entitled, so do not feel obligated. But if you could, thank you very much. Oh, shucks. Did I do the if you could subscribe to my channel part yet? Because if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. I bet if you're watching this, you probably already have, but you haven't. If you would, it would be awesome, and I appreciate that. Thank you to no end. I am lost. I'm tired. I'm not quite sure what I have said and haven't said. Life is life. But I'm going to hopefully have a reaction video today. Depends on how tired I am. If I fall asleep, I'm not going to be able to. Hopefully a game video for this channel. Hopefully a game video for my game channel. It's been like 2-3 days now. I'm so sorry. But you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And that is a very good thing.